Welcome back to episode 4 of our Knowing Christ series. In this episode, we will explore the theme of humility, focusing on Jesus' teachings and his example of humble service. Humility is a key characteristic of Jesus and a fundamental aspect of his teachings. In Matthew 20 verse 28, Jesus says, "The Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many." This statement encapsulates the essence of his mission and the attitude he calls us to adopt. In this episode, we will reflect on several key aspects of humility according to Jesus' teachings. First, the significance of humble service. Jesus demonstrated humility through his actions, such as washing the disciples' feet in John 13 verses 1 to 17. This act of servitude, typically performed by the lowest servant, was a powerful lesson in humility. Jesus instructs his disciples, "Now that I, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, you also should wash one another's feet." John 13 verse 14. He calls us to serve others selflessly, putting their needs above our own. Second, the importance of humility in our relationships. In Philippians 2 verses 3 to 4, Paul writes, "Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility value others above yourselves, not looking to your own interests, but each of you to the interests of the others." Jesus exemplified this attitude by consistently prioritizing others, showing compassion, and meeting their needs. Third, the blessing of humility. In Matthew 5 verse 5, Jesus teaches, "Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth." Humility is not about weakness, but about strength under control. It's about recognizing our dependence on God and our need for his guidance and grace. Humility positions us to receive God's blessings and to be effective instruments of his love and grace in the world. As we reflect on Jesus' example and teachings on humility, let's consider how we can embody this virtue in our daily lives. How can we serve others selflessly? How can we prioritize others' needs above our own? How can we cultivate an attitude of humility in our interactions and relationships? Living out humility requires a shift in perspective. It calls us to let go of pride and self-centeredness and to embrace a posture of servitude and grace. It challenges us to seek the well-being of others and to trust in God's provision and direction for our lives. Today, let's commit to following Jesus' example of humility. Let's seek opportunities to serve others with love and compassion, valuing them above ourselves. As we do so, we will reflect the heart of Christ and bring his light into the world. Thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to send your questions. I will be looking forward to answering them together. Let's continue to explore the depths of knowing Christ and living out his teachings. May God bless you abundantly as we journey together, growing in humility and reflecting the heart of Christ in all we do.